Can I actually make a living helping people be more positive? Hi, I'm Dr. Paul Jenkins. I am a professional psychologist specializing in positivity, and I've spent my entire career helping people be more positive. I know you can make a living doing this, and I get an especially large kick out of helping people like you to go help other people be more positive. Here are 4 quick examples of people who are actually doing this. Now, I didn't tell these people what to say. I just asked them all the same 3 questions, and I think you might be interested to see what responses I got. I'd love to introduce you first to Mr. Carl Alleyne. Carl is a certified Live on Purpose coach. I've been working with him for a little over a year now, and I wanted to ask him why he wants to help other people be more positive. Listen in. Hey, Carl.
Hey, Dr. Paul.
Thanks for joining me for a minute. I just got a couple of quick questions for you. Why do you want to do this in the first place?
Sure. I mean, for me, I love the opportunity to influence people, to impact people, because I think for me, my personal opinion is that I really believe we're put here for a reason to be able to influence and impact people. And the more we can do it, the greater the impact. And not just for me, the greater the impact for the next person, because that next person can be inspired to influence the next person and impact the next person. And positivity is so important, especially in this day and age. You know, there's depression, there's sadness, there's so much discouragement going on, negativity. And now with the whole thing of social media and the online space, things are more so magnified. So I'm a firm believer that it just takes so much more effort to be able to give that positivity, but it's possible and it's powerful and it's effective. So the more people doing it, the better.
I love that energy. And I agree with you 100%. So have you been able to make any money doing this?
I have on a couple of levels. One, I do a done-for-you video marketing service right now where I have a couple companies on retainer right now where they pay me monthly, and I'm able to help out with podcasting. I'm able to help out with doing video for them. But through it, I'm coaching them through the process because they've never been through it before. So I have to teach them the twists and the turns they need to take. But the importance of them showing up online in a positive manner is super helpful. And sometimes they can't see the benefit of it, but once they do it, they see the benefit of it and they're excited about it once the projects are done. And even the process, they learn a lot. I grow a lot. We both grow. But yes, I do with those clients, I'm able to make money, which is awesome. In the new year, I'm also starting a continuity coaching program, which is a big step for me. And this is where another place where the positivity shows up. This is a huge step for me because inside, I really wanted to do it, but I did have a fear and I also felt like I wasn't ready, but I'm learning, okay, give the B- effort and do it. So that's going to be another opportunity for payment.
So I got one more question for you. If some of our friends who are viewing this are thinking, yeah, I'd kind of like to be able to make a living helping other people be more positive, what would you recommend to them? What would you tell them?
The first step, make the choice, make the decision because it is possible. Once you make the decision and commit, show up. The Live on Purpose Positivity Practitioner, the program is amazing. And what I love about this program is it brings a seasoning that I felt like I needed. And that seasoning helps to motivate you. It doesn't just encourage you to do it, but it teaches you to not just do it, but to have the energy to do it and to share that energy with other people. It's kind of like the analogy of teach a man to fish. You learn how to fish, you learn how to coach, you learn how to train. It spreads out to other areas of your life as well,
Awesome. Thank you, Carl. Thanks for sharing that.
Anytime. Thanks for having me.
I would next love for you to meet Jamelyn Stephan. Jamelyn has a podcast called Want to Want It. You can go check that one out if you want to. She is a certified life coach living in Canada, and she's helping a lot of women especially to have a better life by being more positive. Listen to what Jamelyn told me. Hey, Jamelyn.
Hi, how are you?
Thanks for jumping on a call with me. I've got a couple of questions for you.
Sure.
The first one is, why do you want to do this in the first place?
I think just innate in human life is suffering. And so on top of that, though, we seem to always add unnecessary suffering. It's like we're going to have hard times anyways in our life, but then we seem to always want to add unnecessary suffering by looking at the world through a negative lens all the time. So sometimes it's my life is just so unfair. right? We can believe that, or something just as simple as, I'm never going to find a parking spot. I never find a good parking spot. It's just this constant, always seeing the world kind of in this negative tilt that adds this extra suffering to our lives that I think is so unnecessary. And so I feel like if I can help people eliminate the unnecessary suffering, they're 100% guaranteed to have a better life. Like, hands down, no problem. Your life will be better. And then their ability to deal with the outside circumstances beyond their control is increased so much because they have the bandwidth to actually deal with it and the tools to actually deal with the actual normal human suffering that just comes into our life. And so I just feel like if I can help just bring some more light and positivity to the world by helping other people, everybody's better off.
I love that. And I hear similar things from a lot of the coaches that I train and certify. So here's my next question.
Okay.
Have you actually been able to make some money doing this?
Yes. Yes. It always seems like my people find me. I don't know how it always works. I definitely do my work on my marketing and on my sales, but the people who want this in their life, and people out there want this, they are looking for relief. They want tools and skills to feel better. And they are willing to pay for it, and they pay me for it.
So what would you suggest if some of our viewers today are thinking, I'd really love to find a way to make a living helping people be more positive? What would you suggest to them?
I think the first thing I would suggest is to do the work on yourself first. Be an example of somebody who knows this work deeply, because then, first of all, you are already going to put so much goodness into the world, right? And then you are going to attract people that, your best marketing is you. It really is. And so if you want to do this work with others, be willing to just do the deep work on yourself first, and then everything else just will fall into place. It really will.
It's kind of like you get to be the example of what's possible.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It really is your best sales tool.
I love that. Thank you, Jamelyn.
You're welcome.
Most of these people that I'm interviewing first found me here on YouTube, just like you. You know what? If you are enjoying the content that we're bringing, what is stopping you from subscribing? Would you just do that? Now let's hear from Jeff Shoop. Jeff comes from the sales and leadership industry. He's a public speaker, he's a certified coach, and he works on the Live on Purpose team. He had some interesting things to share as well. Hey, Jeff, thanks for taking a couple of minutes with me here. Why do you want to do this in the first place?
Why do I want to do this? I can think of 3 reasons. One is helping people find the joy in their lives really, number one, brings me joy in my life. Number 2, since I was 14, I've subscribed to and tried to study and apply positivity psychology to my life. And I've seen it work in businesses, in lives, in marriages, in families. And that's important. So you've got your 1 and your 2. Your 3rd is just, it's fun. It's fun to do.
I have to agree with you on that one. So have you made any money yet doing it?
Yes, and through multiple streams of income. You've got your life coaching, you've got training, you've got consulting, you've got speaking. And on top of that, I can do it where I want, when I want, according to my family's time needs. And right now I'm doing it remotely, and I love having that kind of freedom.
That's so exciting. So what would you say to our friends who are watching, if they want to make a living helping people be more positive? What would you tell them?
The first thing I'd do is I'd ask them a question. Do you find yourself often being approached by friends, family, coworkers, or even MPs to get personal advice from you? And if you're that type of person that finds yourself in that situation, this is probably for you. You probably have more potential to be a successful positivity practitioner than you even realize. There are some 330 million people in the United States. Everybody has problems. Everybody has frustrations, fears, and we all need help. We all need coaches. I would recommend, first of all, find your why you want to do this. Secondly, find a coach, and then thirdly, create your future.
Thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome. Go for it.
For this last little interview, I talked to Natasja Visser, who is a licensed counselor in South Africa and has recently become a certified Live on Purpose coach and positivity practitioner. She's had some phenomenal experiences as well. Hey, Natasja, would you just share really quickly, why is it that you want to do this in the first place?
Thank you, Dr. Paul. I love working with families, and I'm a counselor, and the satisfaction that I get when somebody gets the lights go on and they see that they can choose a different life, make a difference in their family, and show up differently in their everyday life. Just to see that light goes off in somebody's life is worth every hour I put in working with people and families.
I can tell that's really at the heart of what you do and what you love to do. So have you made any money doing it yet?
Yes, a lot of money. Let's define that. So I've been a counselor for some years here in South Africa, and I've made more than half of my clients in South Africa didn't pay me until I met you. When I met you, you showed me my value and what I have to offer, and you gave me the principles and the tools and the models. And when I applied it, suddenly people want to pay me for what I'm doing. So yes, I do make a lot of money from doing this.
You're actually making a nice living helping people to be more positive.
Yes, and how fun is that?
I love it as well. What would you tell our friends who are watching if they're thinking, hey, I think I would like to try to make a living helping people be more positive? What would you suggest?
I was an investor banker. That was my career before I did psychology. And normally when we discuss, okay, where to invest, what is the return on your investment? The average investment is 10% on a stock exchange or whatever. And then we will always argue about that. Okay, where is the best place to invest? And the best place to actually invest is in yourself. When I did this, I thought I'm going to help people be more positive. And actually it changed my life. I invested in myself, and that investment is giving me so much more back. And when you understand the value that you are putting in other people's lives, it's not about the money anymore. It's actually about adding value to other people's lives, and it's the best investment. So if you go and look for money to make money on anywhere else, you are actually the source where your money can come from. And that's what happened with my life. So thank you, Dr. Paul. You changed it.
Thank you, Natasja. Thank you for sharing that. Isn't that inspiring? I love hanging out with people like Carl and Jamelyn and Jeff and Natasja, who helped me to become a better positivity practitioner. Are you interested in doing a similar thing? I've put together an assessment. It's free. It'll take you a couple of minutes to see where you are in the process of actually making a living helping people to be more positive. Fill out the assessment at the link on the screen right now, drpauljenkins.com/practitioner quiz. Once you've completed the assessment, it should only take you a few minutes. It's totally free. I will give you the feedback, the results from the assessment, so that you will know where you stand in that process. We've got you.